Welcome back, everybody. So what we were just talking about is actually the assigning operators. So how to do this? First of all, simply create some new variables like I'm just doing and just type the value of it. I'm just typing 5 as var1 and just typing var2 and putting 4 as var2. And obviously if I just type ANS or any other text in the variable here, I'm just typing var1 plus var2. Okay, so now you already knew what will happen if I just use the echo command, and I'm just going to the browser and I'm just refreshing this, and now you can see that this is 9. Okay, the 5 and 2 is actually the old file and the old version of that file. By the way, this is a 9. Okay, it means everything is fine, very well. 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. But now obviously, as I just said that I'm just teaching you the assigning operator. So here I'm just adding another thing. I'm just typing ANS again, but right now I'm not just echoing it. I'm just typing is equals to and just typing 3. Okay, so what is it? I'm just going here and just putting the concatenation sign and just typing the BR. Okay, BR. Now let's just go to the browser. But the second thing is actually I have to use the echo or the print command. Now I'm just going to the browser and refreshing it. Now this is 9 and this is 3. Just why? As you can see that this is 9, and if I just add 3 more to the ANS, so then it should be 9, 11, 10, 11, 12. Obviously it should be 12, but why it is not? Just because if I use the assigning operator, this is actually called the assigning operator, and by help of the sign, the equal sign, in PHP we say it assigning operator. Okay, so by using the assigning operator, we can assign a new value which actually replaces with the previous value. Obviously the previous value is 9, and now the 3 is new value and the 9 has been removed in the ANS. Okay, but right now the thing is that one thing must be understand and must be remembered, that PHP starts from the top. So first of all, PHP reads this line, then this, then this. Now here actually the page doesn't know that we are just updating the value. It just shows simply the result of these variables as ANS, and the result is 9, and then in line number 5 we just updated the ANS and just put the value as 3. So this is a very simple rule which you must know about it, about the variables. But the second thing which I just want to teach you, for example, instead of instead of replacing 3, what if you just want to update, or actually what if you just want to add 3 more to the 9? It should be 12. But how? The simple thing is just simply type 12, but this is not obviously this perfect thing which I just want. I just want to do it. I'm just deleting this. Okay, I'm just typing ANS and pressing and space and just putting a plus, and here I'm just typing 3. Okay, this is a method to adding any value. Okay, the value of ANS is actually ANS plus 3. Okay, so I'm just simply assigning the ANS value in the ANS. The means that what if I just type simply ANS is equals to ANS? Obviously this ANS value is here, and actually this is not simply ANS, this is actually 9 obviously, and this is not var1 or var2, this is actually 5 and 4. So in this way this is 9. We're just assigning 9 to ANS, not simply the ANS to ANS. So I'm just going to the browser and refreshing it. Now this is 9 and this is 9 as well. So now instead of simply assigning the same value and actually the variable, I'm just typing plus and just typing 3 or any other value which you want. Just go to the browser again and refresh this. This is 12. This is a simple method to assign any value, but we're not using the specific assigning operators for this. The assigning operator to do this, and obviously this is a little bit lengthy, so the short thing is just simply use the assigning operator, type ANS, or actually here I'm just using another method here. Okay, I'm just typing var1 is equals to not var1, actually the var3 is equals to 7. Okay, the var2 or the var4 is equals to 8. Okay, perfect. Here the ans2 is equals to var1, oh sorry, var1 actually var3 plus var4. So now var4, perfect. And then just type a semicolon here, just simply type ans echo, and then just press any space, and here I'm just typing ans2. Now first plus and then is equals to, and then press any space and simply type the value. This is the add and assign operator. So simple. By using the add and assign operator, we can simply add any value without just typing multiple times the same variable as we did here. So simply just type ans2 and add a plus and is equals to. This is the add and assign operator. Obviously this is actually adding the 3 in the ans2 instead of replacing the old value. Here I'm just using the echo command, and here I'm just adding the br by using the concatenation and string technique. So let's just go to the browser and refresh this. Now this is 15 and this is 18. Why this is 15? Obviously just because the calculation of 7 and 8 is equal to 15. But if we just add 3 with the 15, it is 18 now. So I think you understood the simple thing about the assigning operators. Obviously there are multiple assigning operators. I'm just using the other ones. Echo in here. The second thing is I'm just concatenating the value, but there it can be a problem to add directly, to concatenate directly the number. So here I'm just adding var5 and is equals to 3. Okay, here just type simply the and then just type the concatenation sign and just add the br here and here. ans2 minus n equal to sign. Okay, minus it means subtract and assign is equals to, I'm just typing var5. Okay, so now let us go to the browser to check this thing. Here refresh this, and now something wrong here. What is it actually? In which line? Oh, here. This should be, there should be a semicolon. Okay, perfect. Now just go to the browser again, and now obviously this is 15, this is 18, and this is again 15. Why? I'm just teaching you in a perfect manner by copying this concatenation sign and pasting it, or actually just copying this var5 here, and actually we don't need to update the var5. Obviously we can call that multiple times, but here I'm just calling the var5 directly in this way, and then the concatenation and br as well here. Just refresh it and go to the browser by refreshing. Now obviously this is 12 and this is 15, and why this is 15? Just because the calculation of 7 and 8, actually the addition of 7 and 8 is equals to 15, but then we just added the var5 here, which means we are just adding 3. It means it is 18, and then we just get back the var5. It means we just get back the 3 from the ans2. So again this is 15. So in this way we got the perfect result. Okay, there are obviously some more assigning operators, so I'm just echoing this again, or instead of echoing multiple times, just simply press Ctrl D and duplicate the old line. Here I'm just typing the star sign, actually multiply and assign. Okay, so now it is actually assigning the var5 value with the multiplication to ans2. So let's just refresh this, and now this is 45. Okay, perfect. This is 45. Actually we are just multiplying 3. var5 is 3 and this is 15, so 3 15 is 45. Perfect result. Now I'm just echoing the other thing. Obviously here I can, now just remember that this is not 15 right now. In the line number 15 this is the 45, because here we just added we just multiplied the var5 with ans2. So this is 45, and here I'm just dividing it. Okay, just go to the browser and refresh this, and now if we just divide, okay, again the 15. Why? Just simply one thing I'm just doing here by copying this simple concatenation technique. Let's just go to the browser and refresh this. Okay, the problem is actually we are just simply assigning the var5 here with the ans2, and actually using the concatenation technique, we are not assigning this, we are just concatenating this line with this value. Okay, then actually the browser, the server, actually not simply the browser, okay, as you know that the request sent to the server, and server just sent the request to the database or the browser directly. So by the way, actually the server is getting the information like we are just adding and assigning the both values to ans2. So that is why this thing is not working. So the solution is what to do. Instead of adding the value here, obviously there is no the problem of this type, obviously, because you're not using the assigning and adding operators. So here before the ans2, after this line number 12 and before this line number 13's command, here I'm just adding the same thing, the concatenation sign after the value now, and the br. Okay, now let's just cut it, or actually just simply delete the point here, just add this thing and put the point, it means the period or the concatenation sign in here. Do the same things all the area. So now just delete, go to the browser and refresh this, and now I'm getting the intro as well. So now the thing is that, as you can understand, that what happens here, this is 45, and now here we're just dividing the 45 with 3. Obviously the value is 15. If you just know the division formulas, or actually you know about the mathematics, then you can easily understand this. The next thing is actually I'm just using the modulus sign here. Okay, modulus. Actually I'm just getting the modulus value and assigning as well. So let's just refresh this, and now this is 0. Okay, this is the modulus value. In all these things, or actually the simply assigning operators, the new thing and the last thing is actually if I just echo the value again here by adding the same br thing, because if I just don't use the br, then it can be here in the line number 16 in the browser actually. So here I'm just typing the ans2, actually I'm just watching the final result of ans here. Just go to the browser and refresh it, and the value of ans is 0 now. I hope you understood, and still we have the opportunity to update the value of ans. How we can do this? We can simply add another value. I'm just typing 5 here and just refresh this and go to the browser, and now refresh, and now this is 5. Okay, the value of ans is 5, and all this happens just because we are just using the assigning and assigning operators, adding and assigning and subtracting and assigning and etc. So guys, I hope you understood about the assigning operators. We'll learn some more things in the next class. Stay tuned and goodbye.